Hi, I'm Noah Andrew Solomon with the Red Carpet Report here at the Guild Cinema in Nob Hill, Albuquerque, New Mexico, here for the world premiere of Capital Barbie. Del Rey, the belle of the ball.
Thank you.
How are you tonight?
I'm feeling great. And, as an artist, it just means so much to me to be able to share a part of myself with everybody. And I've been getting good feedback so far that people want to see what's next, what's coming up next. And so that makes me happy. So it's just a joy being able to do this today.
What was the feeling you got when you were sitting in the audience and you saw your product on that screen?
I mean, it's such a long journey. This particular project took over a year through a whole pandemic. The priority was keeping the cast and crew safe, so we halted production in 2020 and then kicked off strong and finished strong in 2021. But it being from script to screen, that just was like a weight off my shoulder. It felt like I could focus on another project. I know I just finished this one, but I'm ready for the next one. And my philosophy is that New Mexico, we produce such great talent and stories, and that's really what this is all about, is showcasing that and being New Mexico true.
So speaking about New Mexico True, what actually does make Capital Barbie New Mexico True?
Well, what makes Capital Barbie New Mexico true is the fact that the story is about a University of New Mexico student. It's based off an experience that I had when I left New Mexico to go work in Washington, D.C., and that's what the whole first episode is about. But the characters and the story are all from New Mexico, set in New Mexico. New Mexico politics influence the film, and of course, part of the production was making sure that all of our cast and crew were from New Mexico.
So how was your vision to portray Latinas and Latinos?
Yeah, I feel like we need more Latino and Latina representation, and there's so much to be said about like colorism and gender and sexuality in the Latino community that we don't always talk about. So this show touches on some socially pertinent topics like gender, sexuality, chauvinistic experiences, homophobia, transphobia. And so I think Latinos, we have such an interesting culture where those things kind of get swept under the rug. But here we are on Capitol Hill, and we need to make our politics more inclusive and to erase the hate for the LGBT community.
So in Capital Barbie, your character is played by Elise, correct?
Yes, Elise Jones plays a character named Dolly Golightly, who is based off of a younger version of myself.
So, what stood out with Elise in order to portray you on stage with her?
Yeah, well, I actually knew Elise prior to this, and I was helping her get an agent. And I said, send me your self-tape, and she sent me a tape of her, and I immediately thought, oh my God, she reminds me of me when I was that age. And so she kind of inspired me to start writing the show. And then, from the day she sent me that, I had a script ready 14 days later, asked her if she would be a part of it, and she said yes.
So, for the rest of the cast and the crew, I've always asked, what's your most memorable moment or have a funny story? For you, what was your most emotional moment during the production of Capital Barbie?
Oh, that's a good question. I think emotional is just the fact that I had to relive a lot of this traumatic stuff, but in the end, it helped me find a new purpose, and that negative experience has been turned into a positive because now we're here showcasing New Mexico talent. And the story, it's based off of real life, but of course it's scripted. We made it Hollywood. We want to make it entertaining, but at the same time, these topics like the transphobia, the sexuality, the gender, and Latinos on the Hill really makes it for an entertaining show.
What's in the future for Capital Barbie?
The future of Capital Barbie. Well, we're trying to get the attention of NBC Studios, of Netflix Studios, since they're here in New Mexico. So are we. Let's partner and create a show that not only celebrates this new city, but also to show filmmakers in New Mexico that these big studios that are coming to our state have open arms for us and want to work with us just as much as we want to work with them.
Awesome to hear. What's in the future for you?
Ooh, the future for me? That's a good question. I mean, I have some projects coming out. I just did one called Animal House where New Mexicans can watch. It's going to be on Channel 27, and we're helping furry friends find their forever homes. It's part of my philanthropy. But, I'm a tireless advocate for the LGBT community. I've had some fun making films for the past couple years. I have another movie coming out called Slayers, which is produced by MGM. But my personal future, I think I might step aside from film for a little while and focus on going to law school so that I can continue to be some positive change and fight the injustices that I see, because that's part of Capital Barbie was ending transphobia.
Any final thoughts? And this can be on anything you wish.
Final thoughts. I would just like to say thank you to the amazing cast and crew for being so loyal and dedicated to the project. The show really was a lot for me to write, relive, but I think that now I've closed a chapter in my life. I've dealt with some traumas, and I'm just really excited for the next chapter to see everybody else spread their wings and go on to do more projects and be successful in whatever they choose to do, whether it be in film or not.
Riley, thank you very much for showing us your life, your passion, your energy, your spark, your everything. You are the star of the evening. Go out and shine that light on everyone.
Thank you so much, Noah. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. And cut. Thank you for joining us for the world premiere of Capital Barbie. Smash that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Tell us, do you know any New Mexico filmmakers, and who is your favorite? For the Red Carpet Report, I'm Noah Andrew Solomon. Keep moving forward.